Hi everyone, it's Mutlu. Today I'm here to talk to you about the one and only Frankenstein story. To be more specific, I will talk to you about the Frankenstein Mini-Series. That one. First of all, Frankenstein, also known as Modern Prometheus, is a science fiction slash horror slash gothic novel written by Mary Shelley back in 1818, the time which pretty much everything went dark aesthetically and when the gothic literature was the thing. And miniseries we'll talk about is written by Mark Kruger, inspired by Mary Shelley's original novel. This miniseries came out in 2004, directed by Kevin Connor, who directed many films back at the 70s, pretty much like the Frankenstein miniseries style. And it's made in two episodes, 3 hours long in total. Though miniseries is not exactly the same as the book, even though it's the closest adaptation to the original novel. So if you already read the book, don't expect things to be the same. But when I say these, don't think it's awful. If you're a movie person rather than a book person, just like me, you'll like it as long as you like dark science fiction stuff. Well, if it's settled, then we shall talk about the story. Our main character in the text is the Englishman Victor Frankenstein. He was the only child of the Frankenstein family until one day his parents brought an orphan to the home, Elizabeth Lavenza. Years pass, Victor grows older, but yet he refuses to go to a university and instead he does little experiments for his own interest at home. One day a bad thing happens, and Victor's mother passes away, and her last will was Victor to marry Elizabeth and him to go to a university.
You must promise me one thing.
Anything.
That you two will marry and be as happy as your father and I have been.
Victor does what's been told and goes to university in Germany with his childhood friend Henry. He finally starts studying science in an academic place rather than his home. The more Victor knows about science and with the effects of his mother's death, his will to bring life back to death hits harder. He starts experiments at an advanced level and he finally manages to bring back the dead from the death. But after seeing his creation opening its eyes, he freaks out and runs away. This action lets the monster to go out in the open world, while the monster's only aim is to understand what's happened and what is it has become. People on the outside world being afraid of it and treats it like it's a danger. This feeling of exclusion and fear causes the monster to kill people. Things get complicated and terrifying day by day. Meanwhile, Victor refuses to tell his friends and family about the monster. One day, the monster ends up killing Victor's little brother. That makes Victor angry and he decides to find and put an end to its creation. Finally, they face each other on a mountain. It turns out the monster regrets everything it has done, and all it wants was just to have a partner like a normal human being. They come to an agreement. Victor accepts to create a partner for the monster, and in return, monster and his partner will live where civilization exists. The time arrives, but Victor changes his mind. It makes monster pissed, and he tells Victor that it'll take what he loved as well. At Victor and Elizabeth's wedding night, the monster kills Elizabeth. Victor starts chasing the monster again to kill it, but the monster leads Victor to the Arctics and Victor dies there because of the cold and weakness. And this was the story of Frankenstein. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.